Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, late afternoon, early evening, whatever this might be. Anyway, welcome to the broadcast today. Today we are at American Legion Field in Elsberry, and we're going to see your Elsberry Indians taking on the Missouri Military Academy Fighting Colonels. And let's see, before we get into the pregame, we'll just take a small break here.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back. Got this pregame show, and just like the name says, it's the show prior to the game. And what I've been doing for all these games is talking about the Elsberry's batting and pitching. And that's what we will do again today. And I want to also mention that there's a good ad opportunity here for you to be able to sponsor this pregame show. And we don't have anybody right now, but every sponsor we get can help improve these broadcasts. And I know I would like to see them better, and I'm sure you guys would too. But anyway, let's just talk a little bit about the Elsberry batting. And so far this year, this is up through last night's game. Make sure my audio is on here. If you're not hearing me, let me know. Okay, I guess it is. All right. I know last night we were getting some echo at the first part of the game, and I'm really not sure why that was. I'm not inside of a barrel or anything. So, anyway, up through last night's game on the batting, the Indians have made 272 plate appearances, and of those, 239 can be called at bats because they don't count walks and hit by pitch. They don't count those as plate or as at bats. But so far through 10 games, their batting average is 192. 192. And out of 279 plate appearances, they've managed 46 hits, 26 walks, and 71 strikeouts. I don't have the information on Missouri Military Academy, how their batting average is working out. But I do have the Elsberry's pitching. And so far they have pitched 60 innings in 10 games. They've faced 332 batters altogether and thrown a total of 1,149 pitches in those 60 innings. And in those 1,149 pitches, the opponents have gotten 74 hits, and the opponent's ERA is a pretty high 5.483, and the batting average against Elsberry is 277. Those are not really that great of numbers. The matchup tonight, the little bit of information that I do have, Elsberry has a record of 2-8. Again, that's through last night's loss to Wellsville, and they've allowed 2 points. Well, it's just that Elsberry's 2-8. Missouri Military Academy, on the other hand, is 1-5. So they haven't had the greatest season so far this year either. Elsberry has allowed 2.7 runs per game. MMA has allowed 2.8 runs per game. I'm sorry, That's what they have gotten, 2.7, and MMA has gotten 2.8 runs per game. Elsberry has allowed an average of 8.5 runs per game, and MMA has allowed an average of 8.2 runs per game. So on paper, we have a very evenly matched game coming up here. So it might appear to be a good game. The all-time record between these two teams is none. According to MSHA, which is MSHAA, which is the Missouri State High Schools Sports Association or something to that effect, or Missouri State High School Athletic Association, which all the high schools belong to. In their record books, they don't have MMA playing Elsberry ever before in baseball. I know they played them in basketball this year. It was a pretty good game, too. But anyway, let's take a break here and put a Misha commercial on.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, let's just get right back here with the starting lineups for this game. The wind's kind of blowing my papers around here. But, all right, for the visiting Missouri Military Academy. Leading off tonight, number 4, Linville. He is the shortstop. Batting second, number 11, Larson. He's the pitcher. Batting third, number 12, Cliff, playing first base. Batting fourth, number 2, Blitz, playing second base. Batting fifth, number 14, Castle, playing left field. Batting sixth, number 7, Rogge, R-O-G-G-E, anyway. He is playing center field. Batting seventh, number 9, Lurie, in right field. Batting eighth, number 23, Gentry, third base. And batting ninth, number 10, Huey, he's the catcher. That is the starting lineup for the MMA Fighting Colonels. Now, for your Elsberry Indians. Leading off tonight, number 2, Joel Mound, second base. Batting second, number 10, Steve Bodecker, pitcher. Batting number 3, number 30, Garrick Hill, left field. Batting fourth, number 24, Jake Reimel, catcher. Batting fifth, number 23, Colby Twellman, right field. Batting sixth, number 20, Beau Henry, center field. Batting seventh, number 5, Eli Gladney, third base. Batting eighth, number 28, Nick Stone, first base. And batting number 9 is number 8, Cody Thornhill, shortstop. And once again, this starting lineup spot could be yours. You got a business? Let's hear about it while I'm talking about the starting lineup. Everybody else is going to hear about it too.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, well, we talked about him a little bit last night, but let's talk again about Steve Bodecker. He is the starting pitcher tonight. And just to go over his numbers again, he has pitched 22.1 innings. He's faced 99 batters, pitched 346 times, or 346 pitches. His record is 2-2. He's got both wins for Elsberry. And he's given up 19 hits, 11 runs, but only 4 of those were earned. He's given 10 walks, but he struck out 25. Has not hit a batter yet. And his ERA is a very respectable 1.254. And looks like we're getting ready to start this game. Seems like they always start them early. That's all right. I was ready for him tonight. Steve Bodecker's batting average against him is, again, a very respectable 2.213. So, that's who we got pitching for us tonight. And as you can see, Elsberry has taken the field to start this game. There'll be some. Bodecker will take a few pitches here. And over in their dugout, I can't get the camera to go out wide enough, but over in the Colonel's dugout, they're talking each other up, and they're getting ready to go. So again, leading off tonight for MMA is number 4, Linville, the shortstop. But he's not out here yet.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, as you can see, Linville is up to bat. First pitch is a ball. Got to get used to each individual umpire. They have definite different styles on what they call it. So, fly ball back behind us, foul. So we have 1-1. Ball 2. Ball hit the short, throw across, and got him out. 1 out. brings up number 11, Larson, the pitcher. Ball hit high in the air. Twellman's running over to get it, and he has it. Out number 2. That brings up number 12, Cliff. He's at first base. First pitch into him is a ball low. There's a call strike. There is another call strike. It was just caught the top of the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball back behind us. Count remains 1-2. There's a ball high. Ball hit hard, just past second base, and Twellman fumbled it out there, but he got to it in time to keep Cliff on first base. So a 2-out hit for MMA. Brings up number 2, Blitz. He's their second base. Call strike. Foul tip. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runner on first. Foul ball back to the MMA dugout. Count remains 0-2. Ball 1. Reimel looked him back to first. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. So at the end of half of an inning, we have 1 hit for MMA, 1 runner left, and the score is 0-0.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird looks showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
I always have to laugh whenever I hear that commercial, whenever they're laughing, saying, oh, if we can only get the grocery store to deliver. Well, guess what, folks? A lot of grocery stores do deliver now. So, I don't know. Maybe they need to update that commercial. Anyway, leading off tonight for Elsberry is Joel Mound. He's number 2 and plays second base. Couple more pitches here by Larson. And we'll be ready to go to the bottom half of the first inning. No score so far. I think he just said he's got 2 pitches left. There was one of them. I'm not a math major, but I believe that leaves one more. There was the throw down to second, and no one was even paying any attention to it back there. So they get all the balls thrown in, or they're on their way to doing that. And Joel Mound is getting ready to step in for Elsberry's first at bat this evening. Mound steps in. A left-handed pitcher out there. A bit of a wild pitch. Up and outside. Ball 1. Ball 2 outside. Ball 3 high. 3 pitches, 3 balls. Ball 4. 4 pitches, 1 runner on, nobody out. That brings up Steve Bodecker, number 10. He is the pitcher tonight. Throw over to first. And they called a balk. Okay, they are protesting that. They are discussing the ins and outs of balks over there. And I have to admit, I never see balks. They happen, and it's like, what happened here? I never see them. But the umpire won. Imagine that. So we have Joel Mound down at second base on a balk. Meanwhile, Bodecker's standing there waiting for a pitch. And the pitcher is awful worried about the mound out there on second. And he was about a little over a third of the way to third base then. High fly ball into right field. It was caught, and Mound is into third. So Steve Bodecker with a sacrifice fly to get Mound over to third base. 1 out. Brings Garrick Hill, left fielder, number 30. Brings him to the plate. So with 1 out, we have Mound on third base. Ball outside. Foul tip, strike 1. Kind of reached for that one. High and outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Another foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the bat boy's out to get it, otherwise known as Jake Reimel. Here comes the pitch. High fly ball, it's going to go foul. Down the right field line, but it went out of play. Remains 2-2. Foul tip. Still 2-2. Kind of nice to get a long fly ball, get Mound home, get a run. And pass ball, and Mound is in. In the meantime, it's 3-2 on Hill with the run scoring. Three and two on Hill. Nobody on now. Still just 1 out. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 and throw down to first and got him. Strikeout on Hill. So with 2 outs, we have Jake Reimel up to bat. Base is empty. Ball low. So that leadoff walk came around to haunt MMA. He just worked his way around the base path with a balk and a fly ball and then a pass ball. Call strike 1. Count is 1-1, 2 outs. Ball inside. There was a swing, and I think it might have been a foul ball. Heard the aluminum. Either way, it's 2-2. And there was ball 3. So full count on Reimel. 2 outs, nobody on. 1 run is scored already in the bottom of the first. Fly ball into right field, and it drops in for a hit, and he holds up. He is heading for second. And the throw was into second, and he beat the throw, sliding in. So Reimel with a double. That brings up number 23, Colby Twellman, right fielder with 2 outs. Reimel on second. And Reimel just had Derek Taylor come in to run for him. Swing and a miss, strike 1. High fly ball. It's going, oh, the first baseman dropped it. That is strike 2. It was pretty close up against the fence there. We'll just say he lost it in the netting. Hard hit ball to short. Long throw over to first, and he's there in time. So, in Elsberry's half of the first inning, they did get a run. Left 1 runner on. And at the end of 1 inning, Elsberry leads 1-0.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station. Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, we are back for the top of the second inning. MMA is sending number 14, Castle, left fielder. He is batting 5th in the batting order. Call, strike 1. Call, strike 2. It's about ball 1. In the second inning, let's see. Bodecker only pitched about 15 pitches in that first inning. Ball 2. Count is 2-2. And he was called out on strikes. That brings up number 7, batting 6th. Rogge, foul tip, strike 1. Rogge or Rogie, or Rogue, Rog. A bunch of different ways that can be pronounced. High foul ball back behind us. There is strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 straight pitches. So quickly 2 strikeouts in the top of the second for Bodecker. Brings up batting 7th, number 9, Lurie, right fielder. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball low. Ball outside, 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Stevie Bodecker has struck out the side. 3 up, 3 down. And at the end of 1.5, it is 1-0 Elsberry.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of the second inning. Elsberry's going to be leading off this inning with the number 6 batter. And that is Beau Henry, center field, number 20. He is not up there yet, but he's over there patiently waiting for the pitcher to get warmed up. I don't know how many pitches they're going to give him here. Same pitcher, I think. Yeah, number 11, Larson. Didn't think they pulled the pitcher yet. It's only faced, 4 batters. Take it back, 5. I can almost count. So maybe eventually they'll let Beau Henry come up and bat. They're taking a lot of time between innings here. They must not know that the forecast is calling for severe storms tonight. I don't want to be sitting here when it starts storming. There, they finally just called for all balls to come in. make sure the game ball is okay. All right, Beau Henry steps in. And the train lets us know that it's around. Foul tip. Strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. I don't know, something kind of Americana about this, sitting here on a nice warm spring evening, watching a baseball game, hearing a train in the background. Small town America. There was ball one. Ball two. Fly ball in foul territory. First baseman has it, one out. Brings up number 5, Eli Gladney, third baseman. Squared up to bunt and bunted foul. And you know what? They did change pitchers. That is Cliff pitching now. And Larson's traded place with him over on first base. Swing and a miss, strike two. Ball one. Ball two. 2-2, one out, nobody on. And the train is through town. They didn't even stick around to watch any of this. Ball three, full count. Hard hit ball down the first base line, but foul. Remains 3-2, one out. Swinging up through the shortstop. Throw over is in time. And that's 2 outs. Brings up the 8th place hitter. That's number 28, Nick Stone, first base. With 2 outs and nobody on. Swing and a miss, strike one. Foul tip, strike two. appeal down to first base. They said he did not go around. That's ball one. Inside, ball two. 2-2. 2 outs. Nobody on. Full count, 3-2. High fly ball down to third base, and it's going to go out of play. Still 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Throw down to first, and they got him. 3 up, 3 down for Elsberry in their half of the second inning. The end of 2 innings, the score is Elsberry 1, Missouri Military, MMA 0.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Here at People's Bank and Trust,
All right. We are back, and we have number 23, Gentry, leading off for MMA, and he takes a call strike. He's number 8 in the batting order and plays third base. Ball low. Bodecker in 2 innings has 30 pitches. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike. There's a call strike. Full count, 3-2. Foul ball back behind us. Remains 3-2. Ball 4. So the MMA's leadoff batter is on with a walk. Brings up the 9th place batter, number 10, Huey. He is the catcher. Nobody out, runner on first. Foul ball. High fly ball for its foul, I should say. Oh. And Nick Stone just missed getting that one. He was right up against the wall. That was strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. Brings up the top of the batting order. Number 4, Linville, their shortstop. Still got a runner on first, one out. Hard hit ball out into the right field. Twellman with a good catch and throw in back to first to get the runner back to first. Brings up number 11, Larson, who is now playing first base. Started off pitching. Called strike. Fly ball over to third, and he pulls it in. That is Eli Gladney with that catch. So, halfway through the third inning, we still have a score of 1-0. Elsberry over MMA.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of the third inning. And Elsberry's just now getting to the bottom of their batting order. Batting ninth. Leading off this inning is number 8, Cody Thornhill, the shortstop. Ball one. He squared up to bunt. Ball inside. There's a call strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Foul tip, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he was hit by the pitch, so he takes the base. So now we have Joel Mound up to bat. He drew a walk his first time up and came around and scored. So with nobody out, Elsberry has Cody Thornhill on first base. Joel Mound up to bat. And he takes off running and is in there easy for a stand-up stolen base. Joel Mound gets his signs from Coach Schaefer. And Mound is now on third base. Or I'm sorry, Thornhill is now on third base. 2 pitches, 2 stolen bases. Swing and ball low and gets away from the catcher, and Thornhill started to come in and decided against it. Count is 3-1 on Mound. Ball high. So the first batter gets on, hit by pitch. Second batter gets on with a walk. And that brings up Bodecker, the pitcher. He had a sacrifice fly his first time up, scored a run. No, I'm sorry, got the runner to third. And Mound is down to second now. So Elsberry has runners first and second. Ball hit hard to the shortstop. And throw was high and gets away. And Mound stops at third. And Bodecker's on first. That makes it 2-0 Elsberry. And that brings up Garrick Hill. He squared up to bunt with a strike, and Bodecker took off for second. The ball got past the catcher, but Mound decided against coming in. Meantime, we got a strike on Hill. Runners at second and third. Call, strike 2. Still nobody out. 1 run is in already. Runners on second and third. Ball hit hard out into left center. To the wall. 2 runs are in. And Hill is in with a stand-up double. That makes it 4-0 Elsberry. It feels pretty good to be able to put these scores up for Elsberry. still nobody out, and Jake Reimel is the batter. After Hill just cleared the bases with a stand-up double. Ball hit high. Is it going to go out of play? No, first base is over there and has it. One out. Brings up Colby Twellman, right fielder. Foul ball back behind us. Throw back to second, and he is just back in. Meanwhile, on Twellman, there's no balls, one strike. Another foul ball back behind us. No balls, two strikes. Ball is in the dirt, throw down to third, and Hill is in there. Stolen base for Garrick Hill. One ball, two strikes on Twellman. Another foul ball out of play. Still one ball, two strikes. There's a high fly ball into shallow right, but it's just a little outside the foul line. Remains 1-2. They're going to run out of baseballs here. Swing and a miss, strike three. And that is two outs. Now we have Beau Henry up to bat, center fielder, number 6 hitter. Swing and a miss, but Hill is coming in easy to score. That makes it 5-0. No balls, one strike on Beau Henry. Ball real high. And the bases are now empty with two outs. Ball hit to third base. Well, shortstop's going to get it. Long throw, and Beau Henry beat it out. Swing and a miss, and there's a throw down to second, and he is in there. Stolen. There's a call strike. No balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, runner on second. Pitcher doing his best to hold Beau Henry on second. Let's take a break.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sports schools' overall budget. It's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, as we await playing first base. So he comes to bat. First pitch is a ball. Call strike. Outside, ball 2. One out in the top of the 4th. Brings up the 4th place batter. Number 2, Blitz, second baseman. Call strike. Ball 1. Strike 2 with a swing. Ball 2. 2-2. Three and 2. Full count. With 1 out. Popped it up back behind us, foul. Remains 3 and 2. There's a ball out into the left field, drops in for a base hit. So with 1 out, MMA has a runner on. Brings up number 14, Castle. Call strike 1. Ball 1. Foul ball back behind us. Strike 2. That's 56 pitches for Bodecker in the 4th inning. Swing and a miss. I was going to say, that should have, yeah. Took him a second to realize that there's only 3 strikes allowed. So that's 2 outs. Brings up Roji, number 7. With 2 outs and a runner on. Blitz is on first. Two balls, no strikes. Strike. Strike 2, swinging. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, Bodecker struck out the side, had 1 hit. So, middle of the 4th inning. Score is Elsberry 5, MMA 0.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back for the bottom half of the 4th inning. Elsberry be bringing up their number 8 hitter. Number 28, Nick Stone, first base. Nick struck out his first time up. Let's just see what he can do this time with a 5-0 lead here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ready for the first pitch. Call strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball 1. Foul ball back behind us. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball high, 2-2. And here's a high fly ball. Is it going to stay in play? Nope. Went back behind us. Still 2-2. Ball in the dirt. That is 3-2. Full count on Nick Stone leading off for Elsberry in the bottom of the fourth inning. And there is ball 4. Okay. Nick Stone leading off with a walk. That's exactly how the last inning started, too. And he is safe. Throw down to first. He just got back in time. Cody Thornhill up to bat now. He led off the last inning being hit by the pitch. And he bunts it foul. No balls, 2 strikes on Thornhill. Nobody out, runner on first. And throw to first, and it gets away, and Nick Stone is going to walk into second base. So, with nobody out, Elsberry now has a runner in scoring position. Time called. Swing and a miss when the ball gets away. He's running down to first, and Nick Stone just went into third, so everybody's safe. That brings up the leadoff batter for the game, top of the lineup, Joel Mound. He has walked twice, scored once. Heading for second base is Cody Thornhill, and he's in. The ball is through, and here comes Nick Stone to score. So, with nobody out, the score is now Elsberry 6, MMA 0. Ball high with Thornhill on third base. Foul ball back behind us. Count is 1-1. Still nobody out. There was ball 2. Foul ball. Almost took Bodecker out over in the on-deck circle. I'm showing 2-2, but I thought I heard the umpire say full count. We shall see. Ball inside. He must have been right. So Mound takes a walk. Brings up Bodecker. And just like that, Mound was 3/4 of the way to second base before they even realized he was running. Swing and a miss by Bodecker, strike 1. Ball 2, and ball gets away, and Cody Thornhill scores. And Mound goes to third. That makes it 7-0. And exact same thing again, and Mound comes in to score. Two balls and a strike on Bodecker, but everything's been happening anyway. Ball high. 3 balls and a strike. Still nobody out. I think 3 runs have come in already this inning. Ball 4, and Bodecker is on with a walk. That brings up Garrick Hill. He's had a stand-up double and a strikeout in this game. Hard hit ball out into center field. And it is gone. 2-run homer for Garrick Hill. Straight away, dead center. And he comes around to score. That's his second home run of the season. That's twice tonight that he has cleared the bases. There is a call strike on Jake Reimel. Ball hit up between first and second, right into holes. Reimel is on with a single. Still nobody out. Score is 10-0 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Derek Taylor's coming in to run for Reimel. So Colby Twellman up to bat now as right fielder. Ball is high and gets away from the catcher, and Taylor is down to second. High fly ball for Twellman going out of play down on the right side. Swing and a miss, strike two. One ball, two strikes on Colby Twellman. Strike three, first out of the inning. We now have Beau Henry up to bat. He's the seventh batter of this inning. Ball high. High fly ball, but it's going foul. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss, strike two. One ball, two strikes. Swing and a miss, strike three. Throw down to first, and he is out. In the meantime, Derek Taylor walks into third base. Brings up Eli Gladney, number 7 batter. Ball hit to shortstop. Throw over to first, and he is out. And that is the third out of the inning. So, some more runs tacked on, about 5 of them or so. And going into the 5th inning, we have a score of 10-0 Elsberry.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing.
All right. right, we are back for the top of the fifth inning. We have number 9, Lurie up to bat, right fielder. He swings and misses, strike one. Ball one. Foul tip, strike two. Ball two. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Brings up number 23, Gentry. It's our third base. He reached on a walk his first time up. Call, strike one. Bodecker has 67 pitches in right now. Swing and a miss, strike two. Swing and a miss, strike three. That is 10 strikeouts so far for Bodecker. Foul ball for Huey, number 10. Strike one. That hit the metal up there, and I think that was an E flat. And call strike there. Foul ball. So we have no balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike three. 3 batters up, and Bodecker struck out all 3 of them. So, halfway through the 5th inning, we have a score of 5-0. Oh, hold it. Okay, 5th inning, 10 run difference. Yep, that's the end of the game, folks. That's right, 5.5 innings. That is the end of this game. So, Elsberry pulls this victory out, and it was an impressive fashion. Wow. This was a lot more fun calling this game. Let's just get into the People's Bank and Trust post-game show here.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Okay, into the postgame show. Hold on, folks, here. I got people bothering me. Okay. And that was Mackenzie on camera there. She didn't want to be on camera, but she is. All right. Far as I'm concerned, the number one, if we want to have a star of the game, number one star of the game should be Steve Bodecker. I mean, his pitching, let's see, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts in this game. Very, very impressive. I think he threw about, 75 pitches. I've already lost that information. But that just adds to his yearly. He's now 3-2, and his ERA is now down to 1.024, and that's Mackenzie and Kylie on camera again. And so we have Steve Bodecker with fantastic pitching. And then, of course, we absolutely can't forget Garrick Hill with that long fly ball to deep center. 2-run home run. And but I don't want to just pull out those two. I mean, everybody on the team contributed tonight. They were patient at bat, drawing walks, and the fielding was just the best I've seen all year. I'm not sure there was any errors at all. I'd have to look back over the stats, but I'm not sure there was any errors at all. If there was very few. And MMA just didn't get a chance to do anything. They had a couple of runners on, but they couldn't get anything to happen. And Elsberry just played an incredibly good game tonight. Be back here in a second.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
All right. Now, like I said, I don't want to shortchange anybody in tonight's game because, everybody looked really, really good. But this game's over. Now it's time for tomorrow night's game, which is against Clopton right here at Elsberry. And I'm not too awful sure that we're going to get that game in. The weatherman keeps saying there's like a 100% chance of rain tomorrow night. So with that, we're not going to be able to see a game. But if there is a game, I will be here. And we'll see the game. So until then, either tomorrow night or let's see, what do we have going on after that? Wow, there's no more games until the 30th of April. If we don't get tomorrow night's game in, there's no more games till the 30th of April. And that is here at Elsberry against Mark Twain. So in case we don't get to play tomorrow night, then I will see you again April the 30th right here at Elsberry. Again, come out if you can in person. It's always better, but if you can't be here, then watch these broadcasts. So until tomorrow night or the 30th, this is Kenny Masterson saying good night from Elsberry, where we just saw Elsberry with a 10-0 win over Missouri Military Academy. So congratulations, Elsberry Varsity Indians, and good night, everybody else.
No, that's gonna happen.